Hey guys, this is a story sent in from a viewer. This is his story. Hey, I'm Mike. I don't really talk about my past, let alone online, especially since everyone will just say that I'm either lying or that my story is fake. Like I said, my name is Mike, and this is about a point in my life where it seemed that everything was looking up for me, but my worst nightmares were just around the corner. I was attending college at OIT, where I had met this amazing girl, or so I thought. For the sake of privacy, this girl will be called Sasha. Sasha and I met on campus on some very embarrassing circumstances. I was walking on campus when I bumped into her and took her down like if I was Vin Diesel protecting family. Sasha went down to the ground pretty hard and dropped all of her textbooks. I immediately started apologizing and I picked up her textbooks. I introduced myself and, of course, apologized even more. Sasha, to my surprise, was not mad at me at all, but rather she smiled at me, and she was actually the one who made the first move. Sasha told me about a new movie coming out that she was interested in, and she invited me. I was just completely baffled, and so I just agreed without really thinking and left abruptly. After some moments, I realized that I had a date tonight. Of all my encounters with girls, this one was the most odd one of all. So after school, I met up with Sasha at the movie theater, and she is dressed in a modest but alluring dress. Sasha greeted me warmly, and since we had time before the movie started, we stayed outside for a bit and talked. The conversation went well. It seemed Sasha and I had some excellent chemistry, and we both couldn't stop smiling. After a while, we both decided to ditch the movie and go somewhere else. Sasha suggested we go to her house. I was really nervous, but I wasn't going to let her see that, so I agreed without any other suggestions of my own. Sasha really insisted she give me a ride to her house, but I felt a little uncomfortable by how insistent she was. So I made up an excuse about my brother needing my car later for work. And by the way, I don't have any siblings. Sasha eventually agreed, and we both headed to her house. On the way to her house, I couldn't shake an uncomfortable feeling about this situation. Something was nagging at me, but I chose to ignore it and just chalk it up to me being nervous. When I made it to her house, it was a rather nice house. The neighborhood was also pretty good. I got out of my car and followed Sasha into her house. Sasha's house was elegant. Guys, I'm sorry. This girl's name, man, it's just such a bloody tongue twister on me. Immersion ruined. All right, let's get back into Mike's story. I thought maybe her parents were wealthy or something. After some brief comments to break the silence. Okay. Come on. This guy has a serious story. Come on. After some brief moments to break the silence, Sasha got me a drink and we sat down on her couch in the living room. We talked about our dreams in life and our plans for the future. Something that I think back on now is that when we were talking, Sasha kept looking at my drink like she was concerned about it, like if she was waiting for something. I finished the drink and after a few more minutes, I passed out. When I finally woke up, I was in what I assume is the basement. I saw Sasha standing in some sort of drawing on the floor, and she was speaking from some book she was carrying. I stood up and didn't hesitate. I ran up the stairs. But Sasha heard me and she screamed out loud. That scream still haunts me to this day. It sounded inhuman. I ran out of the basement and out of the house. I grabbed my car keys from my pocket faster than Diddy grabs baby oil. I got in my car and sped off and didn't look back. The next day, I didn't see Sasha at school, and I was glad, but also uneasy. I finished college and now have a loving girlfriend, but I can't lie. I sometimes think I'll wake back up in Sasha's basement again. That's Mike's story. That's a pretty scary story. Imagine you're going out with this girl, you think everything's going well. Like Mike said, he was having some good chemistry with her. And then out of nowhere, he ends up on the ground in the basement. And it's what it sounds like is Sasha was performing some type of ritual. I'm glad Mike was able to get out of there because who knows what could have happened that night if he didn't wake up in time, if that drink, whatever was in it, didn't wear off in time. Mike probably wouldn't even be alive.